What characteristics are you looking for in a person that may indicate that they have a good chance of actually being a profitable trader?
If they have tattoos and bling bling on their fingers, they're definitely not mature enough to be profitable traders. There are enough examples on YouTube that showcase that, right? Bling bling and tattoos doesn't make you profitable traders, right? So out. Out. I would ask people, what's your why? Why did you start trading in the first place? I wanna know your real why. And if you say money, also there's the door, right?
That.
What do they blame when the shit hits the fan? I think
That's a good one.
this one.
That's a good
It's
one.
the main one. Will you blame the strategy, the market? Will you blame Powell because he said whatever?
Yeah.
Will you blame your mentor? I think this is number one thing. Who do you blame? What do you blame? And in order for this person to qualify properly, what his answer should be when I ask him this, what or who would you blame when you're gonna have a hard time? The proper answer that he would have to have would be, I'm not gonna blame anyone, not even myself.
I think that in terms of characteristics, you definitely have to have some sort of obsession, because that's when you truly go for it. Because when everything's against you, you still go for it because you're obsessed with it. So you have to have that.
Yeah.
Then I would say you have to have the humbleness, because you have to understand the humility is the most important thing in trading and in life, because that's when you improve. You want to be self-development, and it goes back to what I said, better human, better trader. Therefore, if your humility and understand the market's always right, you've really got one of the best traits in the game.
They have to be stubborn.
Okay, I like that.
Otherwise, how can you... This is a shark's world. Like, trading is the ultimate competitive business, even if indirectly, because it's player versus player. Yeah, you have to have that kind of mindset, which is like my mindset. And that's the one thing that every successful businessman that I meet these days have in common, is they are stubborn. Not in a bad way, like in a good way, you know? You have to have your ego, know your worth business-wise, like in this case trading-wise, but know when to put it down and be humble. So in a conversation, come with your ego, come speaking to me, okay, like I will speak to you about my experience, you will speak to me about your experience. But if you are inexperienced and you figure that out during a conversation with another person, you have to know when it's time to step down and go in sponge mode and absorb everything you can. That's a key characteristic you have to have.
Someone that's honest, someone that's very logical, someone that has the ability to maintain calm under high pressure situations. I think if you've got somebody that has that makeup, then even if they're not profitable, let's say they are from Twitter, at least you can then teach them to be.
Yeah, I think a lot of the best traders are somewhat introverted. I am. I enjoy my own company.
Yep.
But I don't know. I don't have the data to back that up. It's just empirical observation.
Yeah.
They'd have to be placid, like composed, non-impulsive. It may be good to have some OCDs, because that shows attention to detail. I think I have a few OCDs. And yeah, just calmness.
Okay, so I think I would ask, how much do you risk per trade, right?
Okay.
What's the average monthly gain you would look for, right? So when are you happy that you should stop with trading? How often do you trade, right? And can you explain your strategy? Because a lot of people can't, right? I think I would say all of those things. And I would also say, like, ask questions about his strategy, even if I don't know it. I can see if he goes in deep. Can he exactly explain what happens whenever happens? I would ask him, do you know what CPI is, NFP is? Do you trade news? I don't know. I would just ask questions, trading based, that anyone can answer. But this, like, you can ask me, do you trade news? Yes. Or do you trade news? Yes, I do, but on this scenario.
Right.
You can extend the answer, and if someone extends the answer, they probably know what they're doing, right?
I think the main thing is never giving up. Like, none of them ever gave up. They all had losses at one point. Most of them were like really, really bad points in life. But they never gave up. They never just like, okay, that's it, I'm gonna call it quits here, right? They kept going, and eventually they were rewarded by the hard work.
So traders, we want to know your thoughts. What characteristics do you think it requires to become a consistently profitable trader? Let us know in the comments, and I'm going to be reading through every single one. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the FundedNext YouTube channel, and of course, we have many more podcasts lined up for you very soon.